Hi, hope things are going well for you this week. If you missed the service, we talked about being conformed into the image of Christ. This idea that we would be molded and we would be shaped to look like the one that we serve. That God's plan, God's purpose from the beginning of time was to mold us and to shape us to image Jesus. I use the example of a waffle iron. And the waffle iron is a great example for me, I guess, because there's this real physical, visible representation of what it takes for a waffle to become a waffle. It's this syrupy, slurpy mess that goes into the griddle, and then it goes into this process. And one of my good friends said, there's heat that's applied. And heat that's applied creates sometimes tension, sometimes difficulty, sometimes pressure is applied as well. Life comes and it throws things at us. But the goal is to be like Jesus. The goal is to be formed into the image of Christ. And if that takes the waffle irons of life, which are the difficult circumstances, some of the things that we go through that we don't like, to make us better than how we started, I think that's worth it. I just want to encourage you this week as you're going through whatever you go through, whether it's work or family or life in general. It's the world throws things at you. Are you being controlled by those circumstances, or are you allowing those circumstances to mold you and to shape you into something better? One of the things that I didn't share on Sunday that I want to share with you that I think is really profound, I was reading this article. And the gentleman said, so often we come to God and we say, God, please change my circumstances. And there's a lot in that God would change the circumstances, and sometimes God can change the circumstances. But he said there's a different way of looking at that. There's a different way of praying that same thing. Oh God, use these circumstances to change me. I don't know what the circumstances you are going through this week, but I know that God is able to change you through them. I know that God is able to mold you and move you through them. And I just want to encourage you to allow the pressure, the heat, and the process to be done in your life and come out on the other side better, reflecting Jesus in everything that you do and everything that you say. Have a great week. I hope you're encouraged.